very bubbly.
Good morning and welcome to our trip to Chiang Rai from Chiang Mai. We have decided to go on a bus tour, one of those organised tours that take you to a bunch of different places. This place we are at now is the hot springs. Not necessarily one that we would choose to go to, but it seems quite fun. It smells like eggs, so it's a hot springs. Another place that we will be going to, unfortunately, is a Karen tribe village known as Longneck village people or Longneck tribes. I didn't think this tour did that, and unfortunately it is doing that. My understanding is the Karen tribe people are a refugee group that have come from Myanmar, and they've come to Thailand to seek refuge. And my also understanding is that they have become a subject of tourism here and, in my opinion, exploitation in order to make money from the uniqueness or their culture. A lot of these tours will go there. You pay a fee, you take pictures, you see them. And I don't want to partake in that. I do not want to do that. Luckily, it's optional. But even paying the ticket price, I'm worried that money does not go to those people. The money goes to somebody else, somebody running the village or something like that. So our decision is that we are not going to be paying that ticket. We're not going to be going there, and we are not going to be looking at those people, because that's what they're there for, people to look at them, to view them like animals, and that's not how you treat people. So instead, I'll be making a donation to a group. I will make sure to find a reputable and honest organisation that will get that money to those people and help these refugees. So yeah, TED Talk over. That's it. I'm annoyed that we're a part of it and part of the problem. If I could redo this, what I'll do is try and find a way for me and Neil to get to Chiang Rai and see the temples that we want to go see without relying on a day tour. They're very convenient, and that's why we chose it. And yeah, I should have done some more research, and that's on me. I'll take that and feel bad about it. And I should. Okay, let's go look at some fun buildings. The joys of coming in high season, I guess. So many human beings. We are at Wat Rong Kun, which is the White Temple. It was an actual temple for the people of Chiang Rai. And after the original temple was closed, this temple was made, and a famous artist from Chiang Rai redesigned and rebuilt the temple to generate tourism for the area, to which he's definitely succeeded. He's famous also for originally doing paintings, Buddhist paintings, painted a temple in Wimbledon in London actually, and he was criticised for the popular culture or like nature of his paintings. And then we'll see that here. I've heard there's loads of references to all sorts of popular culture in his art. He's definitely succeeded, but then ultimately the amount of human beings here feels like it's also a commentary, or at least, I don't know, maybe I'm being too arty about it, of like the consumerism of all of this. We did come here at high season during Loth Karong and Ying Pen, so it's going to be like this. It's going to be busy. or take photos inside. So you just get my description, I guess. Inside are actually, you can't argue, some beautiful paintings of Buddhist, I guess, stories and people riding on mythical creatures and things. But then on one wall, there's just this like collage of Star Wars stuff and a depiction of 9/11 and what's it called? There was a Pikachu. What else was there? There was Jack Sparrow, Matrix, Terminator.
Pikachu was there.
Yeah, it was just a weird mixture, and it's like, I mean, fun, great, love that. I don't know. Maybe I'm really cynical today.
Edgy artist who's trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This you take your shoes off because it's a temple building, but I guess that's not necessary because it's not a working temple. I don't know. And then you put them in plastic bags, but then there's you use them for 30 seconds, and then there's bins just full of plastic bags just on the other side. And as Neil pointed out, we don't know if that's just, is it also a commentary, or is it just being what it is, which is a tourist attraction full of consumerism and destroying of plastic? And I don't know. It's just a weird place. It's beautiful. Can't deny that, but some of the temples that we saw in Chiang Rai are more beautiful, in my opinion, too. It's a beautiful day. It's very hot. It's very sunny. It's very busy, and that's all adding into it, I guess.
It's spectacular. It's just a weird underlying feeling.
Yes. Let's go find some shade. Final one. I fully understand my hypocrisy, because I would question whether this is a good thing or a bad thing to come see, but I'll happily go to a Disneyland. So, what does that say?
That's the point of a Disneyland.
Consumerism?
Oh, yeah.
Capitalism?
Yeah.
Gonna see Mickey Mouse? Reading in the museum part, you can't doubt, or at least there is no doubt that there is a lot of Buddhist symbolism utilised in the creation of the palace. From the Nagas that protect the entrance to the 7 levels that it depicts and the lotus flowers, there's lots here that the artist has considered. I appreciate those sides of it. I think it's everything else that gives me more questions than answers, but maybe that's it. Maybe that's the draw, and maybe that's what the artist wants. Good work, White Temple. You made me look, you made me question, and you were quite pretty. Right. I guess let's see what the rest of the day takes us. As beautiful as this place is, this is a little bit of the reality. It's both sides, of both sides of the temple have the cars coming past the whole time, and just taxis parked at all places. So you got to be sneaky with your camera angle, right? Temple, and it's again a weird one. It was made by the students of the guy who made the White Temple, so it feels like it's kind of created for the same reasons. The Buddhist symbolism is there, and it's beautiful, and the artistry, you cannot deny it. It's absolutely stunning. I love the choices of colors and the ornateness of the dragons, the nagas, the elephants and everything. It just feels like it's feeding into that culture of got to get the perfect shot. You've got to get this and you've got to get that. And it's just ruined a little bit by the sheer amount of cars and the sheer amount of buses. We are part of the problem. We have come here in a bus with everybody else. It's that real or Instagram versus reality thing, and it's in the flesh here today. But a beautiful building. Not sure it's worth the hype. Sorry to be that cynical today. I guess took my cynical pills today. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's taking beautiful pictures, and if you want that, come here. Neil's being a good sport and taking pictures of people. Good job.
It's a kilo. Yeah, I'm diving to the slide.
They seem to have a cat sanctuary or something here, which they're currently caged, but it says that they let them out, and I hope that's true. Poor kitties. I guess it might be better than them being out on the streets. We're at the Black House in Chiang Mai, the Ba Dan Museum. Again, it's surrounded by one specific artist, this guy. And his art style is quite interesting. It's like simplistic animals and stuff like that. The buildings themselves are all built in the Lana style, which is the native style to northern Thailand, or at least this part of Thailand. So that's really cool to see that part of the culture represented in these buildings. He built all of the buildings, and there's like 30 something buildings in this area. Also weird. Every place so far today has been just slightly weird. The amount of dead animals, the skins, the horns, the ivory and stuff that's in there. I get it to a degree of decoration, but it's just the number of them just seems odd. It's like almost like glorifying it to an extent, and it has to be, because for you to have gained them, you're promoting skinning these animals or having these animals. So other than that, it's beautiful buildings. Again, I'm being negative. This doesn't need to be negative. It just needs to be reverence to an artist who has done something big here, which is create a huge compound of beautiful buildings. So I guess let's go take a look at those. I'm tired. It's hot. I'm tired. How many ox head chairs do you need? As much as I've loved Thailand's decorations for Halloween, feels weird in this place.
And what do you know? There's a lot more skins in here. I think the issue is that we've been on, for the rest of this trip, we've seen some really nice royal and reverential temples and kind of places of worship. And I think we should have prepared ourselves that, like, today would have been actually just a lot more performative and attractions than everything else.
My mixed feelings of this place are only deepened when the toilet signs are a sculpted penis and a sculpted vagina. It doesn't help me feel like this place isn't just trying to be risky or trying to say something or trying to just be a big like collection of one dude's fantasies and fetishes, because the amount of like dead things there are here and the amount of suggestive sculptures there are, a layman like myself in art judgment might just seem it all a little bit weird. And maybe I don't understand his message, and maybe I don't understand what he was trying to do. And also, this isn't a commentary on Thai art and whether I get it or not. I get it. I'm getting attacked by a bug. If I don't get it, that's fine. I don't guess. I guess it's not for me. Either way, love the buildings. I love what they represent. I love the culture side of it. But maybe it's just not for me. Maybe this whole day is just not for me. I don't need this. I'm glad we saw it, I guess. For me to know. Just one whole elephant. If it was in the Natural History Museum, it would be fine, I think. Which is, I guess, something I've got to figure out. Why do I think it's weird here?
It's context, I guess, because it's science and stuff. And if the Natural History Museum had like hundreds of the same animal and it was just on display, like maybe as a rug and chairs, it would be different. But there's this fine line between art, and I guess it is what it speaks to you. And this doesn't speak to us, I don't think. They are. The architecture is amazing.
Lights are still out. That's so nice. Right, let's get back to the hotel. It's been 4 hours on that bus.
Yeah, 14 hours all the way out of the city.
Yeah. Well.
I like that that's been our little
Guiding.
guide home.
Yeah.